welcome. Good morning. I like to welcome you to Poem Praise 2. I do thank you for tuning in. And this is just going to be something quick, like a free flow. I'm going to title this as being supernatural, or shall we say our superheroes. I want to talk to you about, I'm going to just get a couple of them, and then follow me with what I'm talking about. Okay, Spider-Man and Catwoman. Those are two I want to point to you about. Now, dealing with them, they have costumes, right? It's underneath their clothes when you deal with the superheroes. So it's something underneath, something you cannot see on the outside, right? Now, when you're dealing with the superheroes, you have the good, then you have the villains that you have to go up against. Because usually when you have the good, you're going to have something bad that comes against something that's good, right? Good versus evil. So, dealing with the different supernatural powers, sometimes you have to exercise your powers. You know how Spider-Man, he got his powers. Then all of a sudden he had to go try them out because he didn't have them all the way perfected yet. So it's a process when you're working on your powers that you have that are on the inside. Okay, you know how Catwoman in the movie, how she all of a sudden got the powers and wasn't used to the powers, didn't know the power that she had inside of her, right? So this is all to all my goddesses, the powers that you have inside of you. To all my gods out there, men, all the power that you have inside of you that actually has to be activated. Once you activate it, then you're going to have to exercise to strengthen the power. So in regards to strengthening the power that is within you. Now, greater is he that's in me than he that is in the world. All right, let's flow with that scripture right there. So there's something in you, whoever can feel me on this one, that's in you that's greater on the inside than what's on the outside. You can see me, the replica of what you're seeing on the outside, the portrayal of what I'm putting with this hood and with this hat. Now, follow me with that. You got to go to the inside. And sometimes when you go inside, you got to go deep. Because there's some things that you don't know how deep you are unless you activate some things. Now, what are the way to activate some powers? Let's flow on this right here. Reading, but of course, listening, but of course, what you putting up in the dome when you're listening. And who are you listening to? Sacrifices. What I mean by that? I don't even know where I'm flowing with that one, but I just thought of with great power comes great sacrifices. So you have to sacrifice some things. Maybe you have to push that plate aside. Sacrifice. Let me get that word right. Oh, I almost came up with a word though. I just said sacrifice. Sacrifice in order to fight. That's where I'm gonna come with that word, sacrifice. Because in order to bring about a sacrifice, you're doing it for a purpose and for a reason, in order to fight, you know. Now, in regards when I was talking about the superheroes, okay, they really don't know how much power that they have. Don't know how much power you got unless you get into the ring, unless you actually go into a fight, right? So, the other place I'm going with this is sometimes dealing with your enemy in regards to who all out here that we fighting, whether it be mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Some If they knew better, they do better. So sometimes they're not doing better because they don't know better. You might try to enlighten them, might try to tell them, but let's put it like if somebody, let's say you got an earache, you put some cotton balls in your ear. So I'm trying to talk to you, you can hear me, but the sound is muffled because you got something in your ear. So not basically hearing me clearly what I'm saying. You might get it, but then be like, boy, I really can't hear you because it's a little muffled. And then all of a sudden you might want to do one of these numbers. What did you say? Could you repeat that by me again? So a lot of people out here that's not awake. They still sleep. I don't know, wake up, wake up. I'm going to shake you a little bit. Wake up, you awake? Then it might take them a while to wake up. You know how you get up in the morning and you might not be fully awake. So for the ones that are awake and the ones that are up trying to go at it, go ahead and get it. Like the early bird get the worm. So the early bird get the worm. Let's break that down. The early bird, so getting up early, get the worm. Now the worm is food, something to eat. Now don't take that as in essence, as in something to eat where you're actually chewing it, swallowing it, digesting it. Now you could break that food down in many type of areas to satisfy. Food of the mind to satisfy your mental. Food of the spirit to satisfy your spirit. Food for the soul. To satisfy your soul. Now, in reference to the food, let's say you get so much food, you done cook so much for my cookers out there, and then you put it in the fridge, you got leftovers, it's so good, I'm gonna eat some of that the next day. So take that in essence when you're reading. Reading so good, I gotta read a little bit the next day. I gotta read a little bit the next day. Then you gotta prioritize. Prioritize your time in regards to the reading, in regards to actually educating, getting something up in the dome, and actually what it is that you're seeing visually, what it is that you're seeing with your eyes closed. A vision with your eyes closed. If I can think it, if I can speak it, if I can achieve it, what do I need to do to achieve it? What steps do I need to take in order to achieve it? I know we started off with being supernatural and the superheroes, but then the versatility of the superheroes. All right, to have strength like Superman, to be able to go from here to there like the web with Spider-Man, to be able to have the eyes to see, the ears to hear like Catwoman. You know how she was zooming in? It may look one way to somebody else, but then all of a sudden she zoomed in and had different type of perceptions of what she was looking at, of what she was seeing. It was looking different. All right, you got it? You got it? I hope you got it. And to actually, I know there's something that says, think yourself happy. Now, if you can think it, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if I can think it, mine must be awfully powerful, right? For it to be able to just think, that's just to think of action, just to talk about an action. Okay, but then there's acts. I was listening to the minister and he got to talking about acts. Acts in regards to acts, and I'm thinking, an action word. Okay, flow with me on that one. We got some people out here with some acts. So therefore it's action words. So you actually have to be doing something productive in your actions. Something productive in regards to produce. Like that. I'm going to repeat that. You have to do something productive in order to produce. Not going to come out with a harvest without fertilizing or paying attention to the seeds that are planted. If you don't pay attention to the seeds, guess what? What's going to happen? They're going to get neglected. And guess what happens when the seed gets neglected? It's not going to grow. It's not going to stimulate the growth. The growth is not going to be able to be stimulated if it is not stimulated with something to help produce. So the seeds got to certainly continue to stimulate, continue to fertilize, continue to pour in, continue to shine the light. Think about it, see what it needs. It needs light, right? It needs a light, the light. It needs truth. All right, truth that sets you free. So if you have a seed that's entangled, you have a seed that might be getting choked by some weeds. Okay, we need some weed cutters out here. Come and cut the weeds from the seeds that you see that's growing. Now you see the potential. You gotta have an eye to see that. The potential in regards to the seeds that are coming up. See some weeds around it. Let me be a weed cutter. Come over here and cut some weeds. I see that's growing around you. You really don't need that. Let me try to give you something to hear in the dome, an ear to hear. All right. I don't know where I went with that one, but I hope you flow with me on that one. Yeah, here it is. I can probably give you a visual. I'll take the camera out. Yeah. The weather a little cold out here. Yeah, but you know. Strength to the weary. Encouragement to the ones who may be feeling discouraged. To look up. To look up. Why am I looking up? Got something to tell you in regards to looking up. When I'm looking up, I'm thinking that all things can stay down, right? When you're looking down, maybe you're looking down and you might be feeling down. Maybe you're looking down and you might think that I can't get up. Well, okay, first of all, can't get up. No, look up. Look up. Look up. Don't want you to be looking down, feeling down, looking down, think everything is going to be down. No, you're prostrate. Stand up straight. Look up, regardless. Look up. If the cup is empty, fill it up. How do you get it filled up? Poem praise 2. You got to go to the supplier who has an overflow of what it is that you need. Got to go to the supplier. Who's the supplier of all needs? What it is you need. What it is that you have need of. He knows your thoughts, knows what you're thinking. For him to supply that need. They have to go to him, have to spend time in order for him to lead and guide and direct in order for you to get the needs that you need. And, I think I'm going to bring this poem praise to a close. And from me to you, I certainly want you to have a blessed day, and peace be upon you and your family this day. Now, my superheroes, go ahead and activate them powers. That's in you. Which one? Which one do you need for today? Superman? Batman? Spider-Man? Catwoman? Storm? Wolverine? We got this. All right? All right. Later, y'all.